And we back! Today, we're trying to figure out which franchise is the ultimate franchise. Because over the course of the next 15 simulated seasons, we will be eliminating the worst Eastern Conference team and the worst Western Conference team until there's only one left. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense, ladies and gentlemen. Here are the rules. At the end of the day, don't they say basketball/sports is all about winning? Today, you gotta win. You just gotta win. You just have to not be last until the last season where you have to be first. Now, when we eliminate the Eastern Conference team and a Western Conference team, we're gonna release their top 3 players into free agency, but everybody else in that roster is gone. That franchise ceased to exist. Do you favor a young player on your favorite team? If they get eliminated, I'm sorry, I'm turning them to a 40 overall today. And the deeper we get into this video, the more money I'm gonna allow the remaining teams to spend to get some of those players that just got released from the worst team. I hope that makes sense. It will make sense once we get to it. Leave a like, subscribe. Let's see what the ultimate franchise is. Now, of course, we're using the 2025, 2026 rosters and everything. If y'all enjoy this video enough, then maybe we do this across eras. We got the Bron, the Steph Curry, the MJ, and the Magic and Bird era. Maybe we do it with all-time teams. It really depends on if y'all do enjoy what we end up doing today. Because I know these rosters, I'm going to assume that the Eastern Conference team that gets eliminated is the Brooklyn Nets. And the Western Conference team that will get eliminated in this first season is the Utah Jazz. But what do I know? Simulation always finds a way to be insane. Now, I wish there was some way for me to try to tell Danny Ainge / the Utah Jazz that this is you cannot rebuild anymore. Like, I wish I could change the sliders of general managers' tendencies. Does that make sense? You know, some of these general managers are going to try to sell parts of their team in February because they don't know what today's challenge is. You do not sell. One thing I can say for sure is that these 76ers will not be eliminated in this first season because they are winning. Now, in this video, of course, you need sustained success because we're talking about 15 years worth of simulating. So this 76er team is set to not get eliminated this year, but they also have to think about 8 years down the line and stay alive. In 8 years, Joel Embiid is 38 years old. So they need to be thinking about the young players on the team as well as balancing today. So that's what makes this great. Who has the best general manager and who can survive? We're close to the All-Star break. I will see y'all at the end of the season. The 76ers just fell off really quickly. Now, they still are the 7th seed in the Eastern Conference, so it's not that bad. But, boy, they was just real good to start off the year. We do, because this is supposed to be in a world that kind of exists, injuries do exist. Like, you know, you might get unlucky if your best 2 players get injured. But you have to do what you need to do as a general manager, recognizing the stakes. If Ja Morant go down with an injury, man, I need to trade all my future picks just to not be last. Shea goes back-to-back as MVP. Cooper Flag does win Rookie of the Year. So far, we've done, I think, 3 videos on 2K26. I think this is the first time I've seen him win Rookie of the Year. Russell Westbrook, who was a free agent, signed to the Knicks and won 6th Man of the Year. That's a great pickup for the Knicks. I can guarantee you that they don't end up being the worst team in the league this year. You got to do what you got to do. Oh, LaMelo Ball is on 2nd team, so Charlotte shouldn't be the worst team in the league, because how are you going to be the worst team in the league and have somebody making an All-NBA appearance? Here we go. Moment of truth. Did your favorite team make it to the next round? My favorite team did. Even the Eastern Conference is trash. That's going to be the super tough part about all of this. The Western Conference is so much better than the East that some decent Western Conference teams will get eliminated before some bad Eastern Conference team. We avoided the play-in completely while being under 500. That's nuts. The worst team out East is not Brooklyn. Brooklyn survives, ladies and gentlemen. Charlotte survives. The Washington Wizards. Yeah, I kind of forgot they existed when I did my initial one. So that means that their top 3 players, whoever it may end up being, will get thrown into free agency, and then the rest of these guys will no longer exist. So CJ McCollum, we'll figure that out later. Out west, who will it be? The Mavericks were great. OKC was great. The Clippers were great. Yo. Okay. Denver, close to being it. The Kings survive. And it is the Utah Jazz. That was the one we got right. But look, Larry Marketer gets to go to a good team. Ace Bailey will go on and sign somewhere else after the season, after what seems like a pretty okay rookie season. And then maybe Keontae George is the 3rd best player. That's what it's looking like to me. Or Isaiah Collier. We'll cross that bridge once we get there. championships do not get you anything. I was trying my very hardest to try to figure out what exactly we could do for championships. Like if your team won a championship, how can they benefit? Because not only did you not get eliminated, but you ended up being the best team that year. The best I could think of, and I didn't even know how to enforce this, is that if you won a championship, you got priority in the first day of free agency. And as I said, I might do that. Yeah. How do I make it happen? I'm gonna figure it out. But that's what we're gonna do. Yeah. So if you win the championship, you get priority for free agency the following season. Again, the top 3 guys from both teams that got eliminated get dropped in. So that could be pretty huge for whatever team wins. Here we go. What team will get eliminated, or what team will make it to the conference finals? Because that's where it really starts for me. Shout out to these first round series. You might got some good ones in there, but we don't care about that. We're almost down to the conference finals. So it's going to be Dallas versus Clippers and New York versus Cleveland. The finals will be the Mavericks versus the Knicks. Wow. I like these simulations, man. The Mavericks get so much love in these last couple games since they traded away Luka Doncic. And will they win a championship? Let's see. New York Knicks end up losing in 7. Kyrie Irving is finals MVP. That's game 7. They put up 142 on the Knicks, and Kyrie had 44 of them things. Anthony Davis was great. Derek Lively with 6 offensive boards. Daniel Gafford with a double-double. Rookie of the Year didn't have a great game 7, but he's 19. You know what I'm saying? So the Dallas Mavericks will have priority over... I got to do this for every team. Oh, no, I don't. The Dallas Mavericks will have priority. Cool. Larry Marketing is released into free agency. Walker Kessler released into free agency. And then I get to pick... Even though these guys have higher overalls, I think it's more interesting if Ace Bailey, who has the most potential, is entered in free agency. So we do that. Those are the 3 guys for the Utah Jazz. And then when we get to the Washington Wizards, it's Alex Sarr, even because he's got the morale down. And I guess it's these old heads. This group of young players, all of them get eliminated? Oh, snap. I'm going to take CJ McCollum, and I'm going to stretch the rules a little bit. I'm going to let Bilal Coulibaly continue to exist. The rest of these guys, you're going to say, Kenny, how do we figure out, or how do we make them no longer exist? Well, kind of have an idea, right? Everybody going to a 40. Everybody going to a 40. And I'm making y'all 4 foot tall. All right, so we're going into free agency. You're asking, Kenny, how does a team get priority? I took control of every team except for the Dallas Mavericks, and I'm going to go to free agency, simulate one day, and that's it. Do they use it? I don't know yet. But like we're gonna see. So we will eventually, or actually, take control of these 2 teams that, you know, are bad and won't need to do anything. And no, they didn't sign anybody. Bulls do, Heat do, Clippers do. We get our first big domino of the losing teams. The Clippers try to stay alive by bringing Larry Marketing in on a really solid deal, considering in real life, Larry Marketing is making like $54 million. He just signed for 3 years, 27 with the Clippers. So that's a huge, great deal for them. So, and then the Jazz got the 3rd overall pick. And of course, I didn't bring the guy into the team. So he went to the Pacers. 3rd overall pick guy. Just hit free agency. All right, we're going to simulate the entirety of free agency. Who's left? I don't know. The Hawks retain. Okay, so far. Oh, Isaiah Hartenstein is going to the Hawks too. The Knicks get Vucevic. The Lakers get John Collins. Walker Kessler goes to the Lakers as well. So the Lakers just come up on another one of the players that were released. Anthony Simons goes to the Rockets. Shaedon Sharpe is a part of the Trailblazers as he was before. Atlanta spent some money, man. Does that mean, where's Trae Young then? Did Trae Young re-sign? Did Atlanta just have all the money in the world? Yeah. They brought back Dyson Daniels. They bring in Zan Hartenstein. They bring in CJ McCollum. Oh, the rest of their team is kind of trash. But, like, they spent some money, though. Again, they try to go for it a little bit, and I respect that. Who else? Colin Sexton goes to the Rockets as well. Tari Eason leaves the Rockets and goes to the 76ers. Quentin Grimes goes to the Bucks. Russell Westbrook stays in New York. Rui stays. Cam Thomas goes to the defending champions. So they spend a little bit of money. And I mean a little bit of money. He signs for $6 million. Y'all know he a bucket. For $6 million. He just came off a season where he almost averaged 26 points. And he just signed for $6 million a year. That's nuts. Oh, man. Oh, man. All right. I think that's good for the video, though. Because we kind of need it so that the salary cap keeps going up. And also players start taking less money. So that means that, like, a lot of these teams, or a lot of the good players that will get released will still have a job. Like, who's going to be the best name left at free agency? James Harden farewell tour? I'm going to say no. James Harden's not allowed to retire. All right, so who's the best name sitting in free agency? It shouldn't be anybody crazy. Yeah, free agency is completely done. That's amazing. All right, so now that that is completely done, let's see our team to make sure. So they actually did make us sign some people. Oh, this guy's supposed to hit free agency. They did make us sign some people, but these guys ain't gonna, so we sim. I'll see y'all when we find out the next team to get eliminated. Luka wins MVP. This guy goes to the Bulls. Okay, Bulls Nation, we got us one. Rest of the awards are here. Luka had an amazing season, it seems. All right, everything is looking pretty good. Who are the teams that were trash, though? Starting off in Eastern Conference, the next team to be eliminated is the Charlotte Hornets, which is crazy because LaMelo did just make an All-NBA team. So LaMelo Ball, Brandon Miller, and probably this guy who was drafted by the Wizards are going to hit free agency. Nipple, I'm sorry, man. You're just going to not exist anymore. They had a shot Tennessee super low, I'm assuming. Yeah, they got a shot Tennessee really low. Well, there's that. The Charlotte Hornets no longer exist. Out west, oh my God, it's a bloodbath. The top 3 seeds had the same exact record. But the worst team outside of the Jazz was the Sacramento Kings. So that means that, I don't know, Sabonis for sure, Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan. Zach LaVine being back a window card is kind of interesting. That's fun. Shout out to my former bullies. That's it, though. Those are the teams. And you know what? If I were to make a prediction, those would probably been the teams I would have went with because of, yeah. All right, who's going to win this championship and get that priority once free agency opens up? Conference Finals is here. We get the Warriors back in the finals to go against the 1-seeded Toronto Raptors. They won 56 regular season games. I kind of like that they here. I like that the Warriors are here. This old team with Jimmy Butler and Draymond Green might be gone. Oh, he's just coming off the bench. Steph Curry must be averaging 70. I didn't look to see what he averaged in the conference finals. But yeah, I'm going to round up 70. He's averaging 70 points. Game 1. Oh, they played against each other in the finals back in the day. Not back in the day. That was like 6 years ago. But still, it's a bit weird because not a lot of people from that Raptors team are still there. Actually, nobody is. Steph Curry gets another championship. Wow. And Draymond Green was there. Ben Simmons gets a ring. Can you imagine the minutes with Ben Simmons and Draymond Green on the court together? It worked. It worked. And they get that ring. That's that. Hey, man, that's decent. And Steph Curry tried to retire on us. No way, buddy. No way. I respect him for trying to go out on the high, but the league needs you. Adam Silver won't allow you to. We're going to let the salary cap go up by $12 million. I say that $12 million. The Knicks won the lottery from us on one of our teams with the Wizards. The Kings were number 2. And again, the Kings don't exist after a couple seconds from now. And shout out to the Hornets, man. Muggsy Bowles, I'm sorry we had to do this to your franchise. Was it his franchise? No. So it will be... Oh, I got to take control of these teams first. It will be LaMelo and change. So the Warriors have priority, and they've already thrown a contract offer at Giannis. That's what they're using it on. They also... Oh, that's qualifying offer. That's all. Will they get Giannis? Will all of this end up being him ending up with the Golden State Warriors? We're about to find out. It's kind of nuts that they get the priority to do this. But yeah, that's the reality. Will he go there now? Because we're going day 2, and I got to make sure we keep everybody on. The roster for our 4 teams that are out of it. We're going a couple days into the future, and Giannis does go to the Warriors. Wow! So coming off a championship, that is what matters. You continue to be great, and you can get the advantage of getting a Giannis. Kyrie Irving goes back. LaMelo goes to the Clippers. The Clippers, if I'm not mistaken, were very close to getting eliminated. So they keep that window alive. They got him and Brandon Miller. Okay. Sabonis goes to the Hawks. Who else? Who else are these guys that we released? This guy goes to the Nets. His whole career might be him just going to teams after or right before they get eliminated. All righty. We know that there are 8 teams that are gone, which means that there are 22 teams left. We got to make sure this is all right, but that's okay. Let's take our prediction. I think it's time for the Nets. I think the Nets are the next team out east. And then out west, it might be the Pelicans. Man. Zion might be on the move. But then again, on paper, this team ends up looking pretty good. So maybe not them. The Suns. Is it time for the Suns? I'm gonna go. Oh, they got an old Dame. I'm gonna go Pelicans. I'm gonna go Pelicans, and I'm gonna go Brooklyn Nets. Those are the two teams. Shea out here, man. Shea's doing his thing. James Harden, 6th man of the year. What does that pose? I don't really know, but shout out to the Bulls. I think the Bulls may have stayed alive. What if the Bulls are the team? What if the Bulls are the team that wins today's video? Can you imagine that? They got Deion Stanley making All-NBA. They got Josh Giddey making All-NBA. They got James Harden as a 6th man of the year again. Who was it? Who was it? The Brooklyn Nets are nice. I said it was going to be them. They're a postseason team, y'all. Oh, yeah, they did get this Henrik guy. He's pretty good, huh? No, he's great. Oh, my God. So they got a nice little team over there. So the worst team will end up being the Cavs. Though they have the same record as the Bucks, the Cavs lost the tiebreaker, even though they have a better point differential, but standings-wise, they're last. What? Evan Mobley, Donovan Mitchell, and Darius Garland hit a free agency. One of the biggest surprises so far, the biggest surprise so far in the video. You just assumed that this core would stay alive for way longer than that. Jared Allen got injured. That still shouldn't be enough for you to be the worst team in the Eastern Conference, though. Evan Mobley, did you play all games? You missed 2 games? That's not enough. I mean, maybe it is enough because y'all had the same record. But how does this team have the same amount of wins as a Bucks team without Giannis? Their best player is Miles Turner. Bro, they should be ashamed of themselves. Maybe did Darius Garland also miss time? Because right now, only thing we know is that we lost some time. So Darius Garland missed almost 10 games. We lost some time from Jared Allen. That's it. That's not enough. That should not be enough. Jared Allen missed a total of about 30, a little less than 30 games. That's not enough. Man, the Cavs out of nowhere. And we got an 0-82 team too. Shout out to the Charlotte Hornets. Out west, who did we say it was? We said Pelicans. So far, oh, no, Pelicans playing. Could this be another surprise? Boom, boom, boom. It's the Nuggets. Wow. Wait, where's Yoke? Oh, Yoke was injured. Wow. Yeah. That'll cost you. He played 50 games. That's all it took. Some injury unluckiness, and Jokic is going to be the biggest free agent. Him, Evan Mobley, Darius Garland, and Donovan Mitchell in the same free agency class. What the heck? All right, who's going to get the priority to potentially get the guys? Let's figure it out. This is so fun. Oh, the Dallas Mavericks are here again. And Cade Cunningham's Detroit Pistons. Dallas Mavericks and Cade Cunningham's Detroit Pistons. Who will it be? I think it might be Dallas. Their teams end up being so stacked. Dallas going to get priority again? Man, Nico Harrison don't deserve this. But here we go. They do it again. Wow, Cooper Flag. Now, just because they have priority don't mean that they're going to be able to sign anybody, right? Like I said, the salary cap is going up, but it's not unlimited. You can't just go get whoever you want. So I guess we'll see. We'll see. It's been fun so far. It's been real fun. We're going to increase the salary cap by $12 million. That's basically what we've been doing every single year, just making it so that more teams have money. Simple. The lottery, 76ers jump up in the lottery. That's huge. Jumping up in the lottery means so much in a video like this. And then the Grizzlies have the 4th pick too. I don't know if this is a draft class that like jumping up matters. I don't know if this is a Wembanyama type of draft class. No, but I mean, Sean Henderson looks pretty good. He's an 80 overall as a true rookie. He may not have the ceiling to be the best of all time, but it's pretty dope. Okay. The only team that can do anything right now is Dallas, and they offered Luka Doncic a deal. Wow. Can he go back? Can him and Nico figure it out? If he goes back there, they got to be the team that wins it all, right? They got to be the team that wins it all because they're going to have him, Cooper Flag. I mean, AD is super old at this point, but they got to be the team to win it all, right? We go a moment of truth for like 8 or 9 days into free agency, 6 days to free agency. What happened? The answer is, they took the offer off the table for Luka and gave it to Jokic, which makes a little bit more sense because AD is also old as well. So, wow. Luka goes to the Suns. They should have drafted him in the first place. Donovan Mitchell goes to the Pistons, the team that won the Eastern Conference. Evan Mobley goes to the Nets. Stephon Castle stays. Jared McCain stays. Darius Garland goes to the Timberwolves. AD even stays on $14 million a year. What a steal. Now he's 35 now, so it makes sense. But he's still pretty good. Pacers retain. Wow, this has been going insane. The Suns get Julius Randle too. So the Suns could have Devin Booker. Who else? Devin Booker, Luka, Jalen Green, Julius Randle, who's 33 at this point, but still. Malach is there. Oh my God. Some of these teams might end up being really, really good. I'm going to go to basically the last day of free agency. A few names are still out there, like a Cam Johnson, who's going to sign a minimum with the Bucks. But what a free agency period, y'all. This is one of the biggest ones yet. And guess what? It should only continue to get bigger and bigger and bigger. Last thing we got to do is just fill a roster for these weak teams. I'll be back. It's Cooper Flagg's league now, huh? He won an MVP. Wow. This guy shouldn't even be here. Doesn't matter. He balled out. I mean, he didn't. He was very inefficient, but somebody had to score. Josh Giddey is now a sixth man after making All-NBA last season. I don't know what's going on there. Let's see the teams. This guy has been saving the Brooklyn Nets, and I ain't mad at it. I am not mad at it. Here we go. What teams are no longer safe? The Los Angeles Lakers don't exist anymore, boys. Bronny was starting at the 2. He averaged a little smooth 10. Shout out to Bronny. But Walker Kessler's going to get released again. Rob Dillingham is going to get released. And somebody else, the Lakers don't exist. The most popular franchise in basketball no longer exists. And out east, the team that will no longer exist is the Bucks. Yeah, the Bucks were right there. So this time around, it's going to be, Miles Turner, Cedric Howard, and Eugene Hamilton. Last season, we had some real heavy hitters get released. This year, not heavy hitters at all. The team that will have priority come free agency this year, will it be Wembanyama Spurs or Scotty Barnes' Raptors? Raptors with a sweep. Scotty Barnes. They even picked up some people. Scotty Barnes with the finals MVP. So now we get down to the Lakers where they have 4 players that are all 80. Who is the higher overall? I'm going to release Bronny. I want Bronny to continue to exist. I'm sorry, Jaime Jaquez and John Collins and this auto-generated guy, y'all are gone. I'd rather keep Bronny alive in this video because I think that's pretty funny. If Bronny continues to do his thing in the NBA, he just got his first starting job. Like, who am I to eliminate him from the association? You feel me? Let me go ahead and increase this salary cap again, and we move. Here we go. Toronto Raptors, what will you do? Jason Tatum is a free agent, and Jason Tatum, oh, they lowballed him. Well, they may not have the money. They may not have the money to do it. Yeah, that's all they can do is they lowball Jason Tatum. Wow. See, if you don't have the money, in my mind, you just shoot a little bit lower. You go get a super old Steph Curry. He's still Steph Curry. But they're going to be like one of the first teams to win the championship and not be able to capitalize off of that. All right, we're going to go a couple days into free agency. Tatum goes back to the Celtics. Yeah. So this free agency period does not look too insane. The Bulls take VJ away from the 76ers, which is something I didn't expect. Rob Dillingham, one of the people released from that Lakers team, he's going to the Warriors to keep them alive. Steph Curry went to the Heat. I hate that just because he's a one-team guy in my mind. The Clippers get Walker Kessler, who continues to get released in these videos. And that's kind of it. Yeah. It's kind of a mute offseason. Wemby is the MVP. Hello? It's okay? Can we? Oh, that's the NBA Cup. Oh, I'm still simulating. This is real. He won it this time. He won it this time. I should really see who's starting over there for the Bulls. You know, for him to continue to come off the bench and win 6th Man of the Year after making All-NBA. I know it's a small portion of what this video is about, but I am very curious. They're starting Terry Thompson, former 8th overall pick. Cool. Are we ready to see the team that didn't make it? The team that will be eliminated? Now, we are, oh my God, we're already the 11th seed. And the team that gets eliminated, the team that got eliminated, y'all, is the Toronto Raptors. The Toronto Raptors just won a championship. And they're done. One and done. Scotty Barnes, Brandon Ingram, Bilal Coulibaly. I'm sorry, y'all. Get free agency. Everybody else no longer exists. That's nuts. From champion to being eliminated 1 year. Whew. Out west, the team will be the Rockets. The Rockets are eliminated. Amin Thompson. Oh my God. Okay, the team is not that great. Kevin is still there though. Kevin is still there? He's got to be retiring after this season. So is Şengün, Amin, and Harry Brown. That's, wow. Lonzo is here, Colin Sexton, Jordan Poole. This team is gone. We are down to the last 20 teams. A third of the league has been eliminated after this season. And I'm going to say the biggest surprise is kind of the Suns, man. The Suns been making it work. Now they got Luka Doncic, so they could be a finalist. Who else? Who out east has been a surprise? Out east, biggest surprise. Brooklyn, 100% Brooklyn. Brooklyn is staying around, man. I thought they might get eliminated the first season. Now they got Evan Mobley and Jonathan. They hooping. Who's going to be a team with the advantage coming this offseason? Let's see. In the finals, we will have Cooper Flag versus Cade. These teams continue to see each other, and it will be the Dallas Mavericks. Yeah. I mean, they probably don't have any money to spend, by the way, after extending Cooper Flag, Kyrie Irving, and Jokic. But they will have an opportunity. They can make some things shake. They can make some things shake if they really want to. Rockets and the Raptors are added to the list. Man, I did not see the Raptors having that type of season. Harry Brown, you're gone. Amin Thompson, you're gone. Şengün, you're gone. Everybody else gots to get rid of you. And then with the Raptors, it will be Scotty Barnes. It will be Brandon Ingram. It will be Bilal Coulibaly. Everybody else, I'm sorry. The Mavericks are using their priority to try to go get Evan Mobley. Now, Jokic is sitting in free agency at 35. So they're about to try to get rid of Jokic in order to bring in Evan Mobley, which I can't say is crazy, but it kind of is. You know what I mean? Like, he's 35, so he going to be regressing. I mean, he already is regressing. He's only a 93. Well, Evan Mobley is 29. It's not that big of a gap in age, and overall for that gap in age. So I kind of see it. Will it pay off? I don't know. We got to find out. 9 days into free agency. Let's see what we got. The Magic. Man, this guy, for somebody that is so good, he has been going on his 4th team. He leaves Brooklyn. Brooklyn is going to be in trouble. Brooklyn, okay, so they bring in Harry Brown. Jokic goes back to the Mavs. So they lose out on Evan Mobley to bring Jokic back, which it's probably the better idea, but who knows. The Nets lost Henrik, and they had also lost Evan Mobley. So the Nets might be the team, but we're going to wait and see. Amin Thompson goes to the Heat. Ace Bailey now plays in Portland. Scotty Barnes went to the Knicks. Who else was some guys that we got rid of this season? Bilal Coulibaly goes to the Pelicans. Brandon Ingram goes to the Timberwolves. Alex Sarr switched to the Blazers. Things are happening, y'all. We are down to our last 20 teams. If I had to take my guess right now for the East, I think I'm going Brooklyn, man. I'm sorry, Brooklyn, but I think it might be you because y'all just got so much that y'all lost. And though you did replace it with 190 overall player, that front court was the reason why y'all were at least somewhat successful. Now, without that front court, oh, you got 290. Oh, your best 3 players are point guards? That don't sound good. Oh. 6 foot, 6'3", and 6'3". I mean, the talent is there, but I don't think they got enough. Cooper Flag wins MVP. Here we go. Who's going to be the team? Nobody cares about awards no more. We just want to see who's still alive. The Brooklyn Nets are still alive. They will not die. The Brooklyn Nets will not die. But the team that will is the 76ers. It finally happened. Ed Peters. Oh, they got some talent. Oh my God. Dude, they got 587 and above on their team. And some of these dudes are just about to get eliminated from existence. That's nuts. I mean, Ed Peters is the best guy. They got Derek Queen, Jeremy McCain, Austin O'Brien, Tyrese Maxey is now coming off the bench. This team only won 44. Now, you're going to see that a lot of teams' total wins are going to go up a lot because, yeah, we got teams. Some of our teams are going to win less than 10 games. But that's interesting. Out west, what team will it be? It's going to be not the Suns, but the OKC Thunder are over. Oh, where's Shea? Shea got injured this season? Yep. Injury. The injury. He played 47 games. They end up tying with the Suns. So Shea plays one game. They ended the season on a 5-game losing streak. If Shea play one more game, then they exist, but now they don't. So Chet, Shea, and J-Dub are all hitting the market. Wow. And you put that on top of these three dudes, whatever the combination three, this is about to be one of them really big years. Who's going to have the priority, though? Can it be the Bulls? Can the Bulls finally win something? They're in the conference finals. Give me one Chicago. It's Cooper Flag versus Deion Stanley. Who's going to win? Thing. The Mavericks. Even if the Mavericks don't win the video, they're low-key winning the video because they continue to win the NBA Finals. Like, if they have one bad season, they could be raps. But so far in this video, they have been kings. Not kings. The Kings got eliminated a long time ago. But you know what I'm saying. They have been the best team so far in today's video. So what teams got eliminated? 76ers and OKC Thunder. Wow. So insane. Just so much talent on this team. Shea released into free agency. Chet released into all three of them just signed 4-year deals, and they're all gone. We're gonna renounce the rights on this guy too, because why not? The Mavericks, with their advantage, they offer Shea a 1-year, $18 million contract. That's the most they can offer. They offer Chet 1 year, $18 million. That's the most they can offer. So even though they won a championship and everything, they have a lot of money tied into their guys. I mean, they're a championship contender every single season. So it does make sense that they don't have the money to offer real big contracts. But at the end of the day, we got to get them their priority. I got to try to remember off the top of my head all the teams eliminated. I think I'm killing it right now. I think that's all 12 of them. I'm so good. I got a good memory. This video, I've only been filming for 2 hours, so I'm talking about good memory. Let's see who goes where, ladies and gentlemen. Starting off with the Bucks. Oh my God. The Bucks just signed. Wait, they shouldn't have been able to do that. Wait. Why did the Bucks just do that? I'm the Bucks. I should be the Bucks. I forgot the Bucks. I don't have a good memory. Bro, I thought the Bucks just came up. I got to release those guys back into free agency, which changed the market. I kind of just sold. They thought they came up. I'm sorry y'all didn't. Oh, all of these guys started to get houses in Milwaukee. I'm sorry to do it to you. Y'all got to hit free agency again. J-Dub signs with the Pelicans. Some other stuff is happening. Dang, dude. The Mavericks do spend a little bit, though. 1 year, $18 million. That's all they had. They go get a new point guard. That's a steal. He's an 88. So that's a win. Unfortunately, Shea and Chet have not signed yet because I sold them. The only real offer Shea has is the one that my team gave him. So they're going to hit the open market during the season, which is going to be interesting. So that means that they're basically all going to sign for 1-year deals. So I kind of messed up the market. My apologies. I thought I got all of my teams. I did not. Now let's see where they ended up going. Shea plays for the Pacers. We already saw that Dub went to go sign with the Pelicans. And Chet went to Boston. There you go. And they gave him a real deal, 2 years, 260. Did Shea get a real deal or a 1-year deal? He got a 1 year, from winning MVPs to $3 million contracts. I sold you, Shea. I'm sorry. I ain't mean to do that to you. I ain't gonna lie to you. That was me. That's all me. Here we go. Things are getting real crazy around here. You feel me? Who is the 9th seed? The Boston Celtics with 54 wins gets eliminated. Tough. Tatum, Brown, Chet. Chet hits the market again. And that's crazy that 54 wins is enough for you to be gone. They tied with the Indiana Pacers, but again, lost the tiebreaker, so they're the team that's right here. There's so many bad teams. Oh my God, that 54 wins. I mean, at the end of the day, you're playing against the Raptors, the 76ers, the Wizards, the Hornets, and the Cavs a bunch of times, so that account for a lot. But still, the Boston Celtics, the two biggest historic franchises involved, the Lakers and the Celtics, are both eliminated already. And now we're down to our last 8 teams, like a real playoff. Forget that play-in stuff, like a real playoff. Out west, it is finally the Portland Trailblazer time. Scoot Henderson hits 90. Ace Bailey's at 91. And then Mark Cunningham or Sanchez here. One of those two guys have to be gone. But, you know, they won 47 games, which is really impressive. That's really impressive. But unfortunately, it was not impressive enough. Can somebody take down these big bag Dallas Mavericks, please? I want to see them fall. They're not going to fall. Oh, my God. They're back in the finals, and they won again. Jokic and Cooper Flag is the best combination of talent we've ever put together on this channel, dog. They're running through things. That's their fourth, or I guess third championship in a row. 30, 31, and 32. And that don't even count for the 2 that they lost. So they've been killing it. Cooper Flag is having a historic start to his rookie season, man. A lot of our GOATs just retired this season. A lot of our GOATs just retired. Got nothing but love for a lot of those dudes, man. All right, anyway, Boston Celtics are added to the list. The Trailblazers are added to the list. Let's go ahead and release these dudes. Jason Tatum gonna hit the market. Chet Holmgren back on the market. This time I'm not gonna sell you. I'm gonna let you get your full contract and everything. Then we get to, who was it again? Ace Bailey, Scoot Henderson, and then I guess it has to be Mark Cunningham. Yeah, one of the underrated parts of all of this is not only are we releasing, you know, the top players from these teams, but we're also releasing the draft picks that they got. So like, what team was this? The Kings won the lottery. They drafted an 81 overall center, Mr. Popovich. Popovich never is gonna play for this team. Popovich is a good get for a team because he might be amazing in 2 seasons. So the free agency pool is always just elite. Let's see if Dallas uses any of that money. They offer Shea. They're going to offer Shea a full contract this time. How is that possible? I know we increased it, but like, are they losing somebody? Oh, Jokic is gone. Jokic is gone. They're letting Jokic walk in order to get Shea. At least that's what they're trying to do. They're letting Jokic walk in order to get Shea. Is that the right decision? We don't know. Now I got to definitely go through this 100 times just to make sure I don't sell all the teams that should be selected. I should have 14 teams, right? Should I have 14 teams? I got 14 teams here. I'm just gonna check my work. That's all. I'm just gonna check my work real quick. You know what? Just so we don't get the same hiccup, I've been trying to use my brain this whole time, which, you know, I recommend people to use the brains more. But a man's got to do what a man's got to do. I got to write down these names, so name of these teams, so I ain't messing up. Celtics, Bucks, Raptors. You know what I'm saying? And I'm freehanding this. So this says Routers, but I don't care. I know it means Raptors. I just put 75ers, but you know what I mean? Wozards, Hornies, Cavs. That's easy. Bet. Here we go. Going into free agency. It looks like Chad is still in the market. Nobody's got the money for him right now. And we finally get into that part of the video. So far, we've been pretty good as far as the salary cap going up and still having enough money for everybody to be on the roster. But now, with it being only, 14 teams remain, and yeah, teams don't really have that money. So we're probably going to have to increase the salary cap even more. I got to figure that out. Let's see. The Spurs retain. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. How? How did they walk out with Shea, Luka, and Jokic, and they still do have Cooper Flag? How did they do that? How did they do that? Nothing else here matters. I don't think anything else here matters. The team that has dominated the video the entire time just re-upped and looks unstoppable. They're gonna have Luka and Shea in their front court. I'm guessing this Brook Ryan guy at the 3, Cooper Flag at the 4, and Jokic at the 5. They got Nembhard off the bench, Khalil Ware off the bench. Whoa. This is insane for this team to be that good, but they are. They're that good right now. Okay. Oh, I forgot to sign anybody for this team. Again, we do all that during the transition period, but I don't know how anybody's gonna take out that team. You gotta just hope. Cut on head. Oh my God, get well soon. You gotta just hope. You just have to hope that you're not last, and you hope that Jokic retires next season, and you hope that this, and you hope that that. Because as currently constructed, no team is beating that. But again, we still do have, 7 seasons left of simulation? So if you can just hold out for 7 seasons, is that too long? Can you hold out for 7 seasons? Jokic is 37. Shea is 34. Luka's 33. They're old. This guy's only 22, but they're old. So you can maybe convince yourself. You can maybe convince yourself that, you know, we can make it work a little bit. I think the only way we do this now is turning off hard cap, or does it go deeper than that? Do we have to turn off the salary cap completely? Because there are a lot of really good players right now that are sitting in free agency. I'm going to give it one more year. I'm going to change this to 100. I'm trying some things because I feel like if you turn salary cap off, it changes the dynamic of this video completely. It's all about luck at the end of the day and not good management. So I don't want to do that just yet. We're going to give it one more season to figure it all out. But boy, You know what I'm saying? It's looking real interesting right now. Come on, the MVP gonna continue to come from Dallas. Here we go. Who is getting eliminated next? It will be the Indiana Pacers. There is no like build up anymore because as soon as you click it, you go and see the team. The Indiana Pacers will be releasing some hitters. Tyrese Halliburton for sure. Evan Mobley and I don't know, Jamal James, who's coming off the bench. You know, he was just drafted 6 overall a few years ago. He's a stud. Sorry, Sanchez, who was in Portland before. You got to go. And then out west, it's finally Phoenix's time. I kind of figured it was going to be them. They had been close to the bottom a few different times, but shout out to Devin Booker and Malach for holding it down for this long. I didn't think they would survive for 7 seasons or however many seasons we've been simulating, but it is them. Can somebody take out the Dallas Mavericks so we can see somebody else with an advantage? Who will it be? Dallas just is running through everybody. The same teams are winning time and time again, and the Dallas Mavericks do it again. Because how else? Now, if there's any silver lining to it all, y'all, there's any silver lining to it all, what I will say is because they spent so much money last offseason, they don't really have an advantage. You know what I mean? They spent the money. Like, they can't get better. They cannot get better, right? I felt that way last time, too, though. But I'm going to raise that salary cap by $12 million again. Make sure I write in my notes Pacers. And who was it again? Suns. Pacers, Suns. Just so I don't forget. I spell Suns with an O. Okay. Dallas. The best guy available is Eugene Hansen. They offered him a contract. I have not clicked it. If somehow they end up with this, I'm ending the video. They did it. They won. They're the best team. I hate it what Nico Harrison did, but damn it, he might have been right. And okay, they only had enough for $7 million. So they don't really have a real advantage. Cool. All right, cool. Whew. Because that would have been insane to see them go out there and go get, you see me on my P's and Q's, making sure I get everything. That would have been insane if they would have got another top guy, but that's not going to happen. And yeah, this is the last team. So I got everybody. Cool. Let's see really what's going to happen. Hey, shout out to the Pelicans. The Pelicans are riding high and still existing. Chet went to the Miami Heat. Halliburton goes to the Clippers, who also are a team that I thought might get eliminated because in real life, their team is really old. I thought they was going to fall off. They have not fell off. I don't know who O.J. Walton is, but he's going to the Nets. Same thing with Theodore Jefferson. Sound like a damn president. Mark is going to the Pelicans have been re-upping, bro. The Pelicans have been re-upping. The Timberwolves have also existed. Evan Mobley is going there. Evan Mobley low-key keep going to teams that get eliminated, though. So maybe he's like a Rudy Gay type of player. Get to the team, he just make the team worse. No disrespect to Rudy Gay. I got a lot of love for Rudy Gay, but I'm just going off what it was. You know what I'm saying? Who's going to be next? We're almost there. Somehow we are almost there. I feel like I've been here for 4 hours because I have been. There are too many good players in free agency, so I turned off salary cap for the remainder of the video. It's just not enough roster spots. Oh, well, it's just not enough roster spots. So I turned off salary cap for the remainder of the video. Had no other choice, or there were going to be 90 plus overall players just existing. We don't want that. Somebody's governor's really upset. Wembanyama. Oh, we got some Henderson. Scoot and Hal Henderson both win some awards. DPOY, Cooper Flag. He just finds a way to continue to win stuff. Who is going to be the team that is out? The Suns we already eliminated, so it's not them. But instead it is I jinxed the Pelicans. Damn it. I jinxed the Pelicans, dude. I'm sorry, New Orleans. I didn't mean to, bro. I did not mean to jinx y'all, but I did accidentally. And it's raps. I don't know what else to say. In the Eastern Conference, no, I thought we had a chance. 1 game difference between us and the Magic. And the Bulls, who are running Josh Giddey at the 3, by the way, the Bulls are finally out. This is a huge surprise as well, but not really at the same time. Because the thing you know about the Bulls is that they always going to compete for the play-in. They're done. The Atlanta Hawks and the Miami Heat both end the season on a 16-game win streak. How did they do that? Shout out to them. Whew, that's elite. Wow, man, the Bulls are done. All right. That's completely okay. They hit their ceiling because they did end up in the play-in, right? That's exactly what the Bulls want to do. Dallas in the finals. Oh, and guess who they're going against? The Pistons. The Pistons almost won. Dallas wins again. Dude, Cooper Flagg's resume is crazy, by the way. Can we just look at it really quick? Really quick. Cooper Flagg's resume is a 7-time champ, 2-time MVP, 5-time finals MVP. He's made all NBAs. He's won DPOY. He's done everything. He's only 27. Like one of the greatest starts. No, not one of the greatest starts to a career in like the modern era. Jokic is done though. A lot of our guys that we like today are done. And I have not, basically for this entire video, since the very beginning, been telling people they can't retire. So maybe this is time. Like Jokic wasn't even starting anymore, by the way. But maybe this is time for somebody other than the Dallas Mavericks. Maybe the Chicago Bulls are added and the Pelicans. I'm sorry. Jinx the Pelicans and my favorite team ends up falling as well. It's cool. Bulls players, it's going to be Dusty. You're gone. Terry Thompson, you're done. And then Deion Stanley, you're done as well. We're getting to the point where like real players are just getting eliminated because every team is really stacked. You know what I'm saying? Rex Fisher, gone. Jeremiah Fears, gone. And I mean gone to free agency. Mark Cunningham, I feel like I've seen you a bunch, buddy. Are you just switching from bad team to bad team? Gone. Everybody else. Oh, shout out to Tony Popovich, man. He's done. Dang, dude. All right. With the Mavericks' advantage, they don't do anything. They didn't send a single offer out unless they sent out qualifying. No, they didn't send out qualifying. So, nothing. All right. We're still going. We're still flowing. Free agency was pretty much uneventful last year. The Nets continue to do their thing. I just had to double check to make sure that the Nets are even still in the running, and they are. They just got the MVP of the league. Who's getting eliminated this time around? It will be Wembanyama's Spurs. They got three 90s that are getting eliminated. It's Wemby, it's Murray Bowen, it's Dylan Harper. In the Eastern Conference, Orlando Magic are the next team. We got to the point now where even eliminated teams are having above 500 records because, you know what I'm saying? They got to play against all these other bad teams too. And this team won 9 games. So this time it will be the Orlando Magic who will be letting Paolo, be letting JP Thompson, and letting Austin O'Brien go, who's 31 now, but I remember him from earlier. He was a stud in his prime. So that is going to be Magic. Put that in the notes. And then lastly, the Spurs. I'm so surprised also that the Warriors are continuing to be great post Steph Curry. The Jamal James and Ace Bailey era and the Bobby Woods era. And this team. First of all, the Clippers ended the season on a 25-game win streak. 25 game. Bro, take out that team. Look, they got 90s galore. Take out Dallas. Operation Take Out Dallas. Somebody's got to do it. Somebody's got to do it. And it's not even going to be them because they got eliminated in the second round. Dallas is here again. And the Brooklyn Nets are our first champion not from Dallas in a long time. Brooklyn, I didn't believe in you from the beginning. And you are here. And you are winning. MVP of the league, Leslie Perkins, is doing great. They got Gabriel Black. I cannot believe that team just did what they did, y'all. We're going to add the Magic. And we're going to add the Spurs to our teams. Wow. I'm so hyped. I'm so hyped for them, bro. I'm so hyped for them because I didn't think they had it in them to go on a run. I thought they should have been eliminated a long time ago. But I didn't mean to edit them. But instead, they are here. How many years later? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years later. They are here and champions. Talk to me. So this is interesting because they have the priority. I'm talking about the Nets. And their best player is the #1 guy on the market. So they're just trying to bring him back. They got this guy too. Ooh. Are they using their money? Yeah, they put 2 real offers out there. We are almost at the finish line, ladies and gentlemen. Here at the awards. You got to pause the video if you care about the awards. Boom. We move to see the team with the Detroit basketball. Dang. They have been in the finals a couple times in this video. Kay Cunningham is done. Irwin Allen, and I guess this guy, Darnell Westfall, they're the guys being eliminated here. I mean, Cade is in year 15. We've been simulated for some time, ain't we? Next, fifth seed in the other conference is going to be the Memphis Grizzlies, which actually another surprising team, because in the game of 2K, the Grizzlies be getting messed up. They had a squad too. This guy right here has been around, man. He keeps getting eliminated, but now we add the Grizz and now we add the Pistons to our teams, and you know, crazy to see how many 70-win teams there are. I mean, Dallas, 6 total losses this season. 6. Sheesh, man. All right, let's see the team that will go on to win the championship. Who will it be? Who will it be? I have an idea who I think it might be, but I don't want to guess right now. A rematch of last season, and the Nets win again. Now, they picked up Wembanyama. The Nets picked up Wembanyama, and it worked. It worked. The Nets might low-key end up winning the video. That would be a turn of events, I swear. Can we get this off the screen? Can I turn that off? Can I turn that off? I don't really care about that too much. I mean, it would be cool in certain videos. All right, so we add the Grizzlies to the list. We add the Pistons to the list. We're down to our last 8 organizations, believe it or not. Our last 8 organizations. We're getting down to the nitty gritty, and it is a lot of Brooklyn Nets in here, y'all. I think the Brooklyn Nets have a real chance to be the ones. It is the Miami Heat, who have the same exact record as the Knicks. But the Knicks won 13 straight games in the season, and one of them games must have been against the Miami Heat to win the tiebreaker. So, Heat culture is done. We're down to our last 3 Eastern Conference teams. It is the Knicks, it is the Hawks, and it is the Nets. The Nets lost 4 games, by the way. The Nets. Out west, the team to get eliminated will be the Warriors. The Warriors are down, ladies and gentlemen. All right. They are down. We're down to our last 3. The Clippers, the Wolves, and the Mavericks. The Clippers won 36 straight games. 30. Every team is basically a God squad at this point. Every team has nothing but 90s in their lineup, basically, which makes sense. We like, you know what I'm saying? Will somebody take out Dallas or the Nets, or will they continue to dominate the video? The Nets make it to the next round. I'm just waiting to see if it happens. And these same 2 teams keep seeing each other, and this time it is the Nets again. Wembanyama leaving the Spurs has low-key been the best thing to happen to his career, which I hate to say because I would rather him stay there forever. Warriors and Heat. These last couple teams. Who are the people we're getting rid of from the Warriors? It will be Jamal James. It will be Paulo Covington. And it will be Martin Bailey. And then for what team? The Miami Heat. On the other side of that, the Miami Heat are going to have Murray Bowen gone. They're going to have Armando Henderson gone. And they're going to have Christopher Ryder gone. Eugene from the Wolves win the MVP. This is where things get really, really interesting, y'all. This is where things get really interesting. We're going to be down to our last 4 teams. And the Knicks lose by 3 games. The Hawks go on a 21-game win streak to end the season. And the 3 guys that are being eliminated will be a combination of one. I mean, it's going to be somebody. You feel me? And out west, it will be the Clippers. No, I thought them winning 37, 36 straight games meant they were going to be safe, but they're not. And instead, they're getting eliminated. Gabriel Black, our boy Popovich, Dunleavy Jr., Ryder. A lot of these dudes were on previous teams and ended up in with Clippers. And no, they're done. Last 2 teams in East Conference are the Hawks and the Nets, and the Wolves and the Mavericks. Wow. Just didn't see that coming. This is probably the most important offseason. So whoever wins this might win the whole video when you think about it. Having that priority, the Clippers are in the finals. They've already been eliminated. And they might win the championship. They might win the championship while being eliminated. And they do. I didn't even think about this as a possibility. I don't even know what to do about that. I didn't even think about this as a possibility where you could win the championship even as a player or as a team that has been eliminated. I think we stick to our guns and we say, hey, shout out to them for winning. But they were the worst team in the conference before that. That don't even make sense. But it happened. It happened. It happened. You know, everything ain't going to be perfect. You've seen that throughout the course of this video. We've made a few different mistakes. All right. Man, it's going to have 90 plus overall players just being gone. But, you know, sometimes things happen. You don't have to worry about priority, right? Because the team that would have had priority, is done. So we are really just, 2 years away from figuring out the ultimate NBA team, the ultimate NBA organization. And so far, it ain't even been like, you know, like teams that we normally would think about having 15 years of I don't know, cushion. I thought OKC was for sure gonna make it further than being the fifth Western Conference team eliminated. They didn't even make it to the final 10. We didn't broke the game. I can't change. It was overall. Okay, there it is. It was not working at first. All right, I'm just trying to make sure that the Clippers are not up there winning a bunch of games and stuff. I thought I broke it. I did. Okay. Second to last season, ladies and gentlemen. I am hoping for some craziness. Is there a possibility where we see, if you think about it, 82-0 is kind of in play for one of the 4 teams, man. It's kind of in play because in theory, they shouldn't lose to the bad teams. They should only lose to each other. And of one team, the Clippers are still winning a bunch. Even though I got everybody down a lot. In theory, if one team just beats the other 3 teams a few different times, they could be an 82-0 team in this simulation. I don't know how realistic it is, but it's possible. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. I'm so excited. I don't care about awards. Who are the last 2 teams? Well, we could just look right here. The Dallas Mavericks are the last team with the Brooklyn Nets. How close was it? These 2 teams have dominated. 3-game difference in the Western Conference, and out East 4-game difference. I'm sorry, Atlanta Hawks. You're done. These have been the 2 most dominant teams in the last 10 seasons, so it only makes sense that they would be the last teams in this very last season next. So this championship run doesn't matter too much, even though we've seen them go against each other 100 times. Next year is when it matters the most. So again, even though Dallas have been the most great team, I get the greatest team of them all, it only takes 1 series for them to lose this video. You know what I mean? It only takes 1 series for them to lose this video. Atlanta, y'all had a good fight, man. Y'all had a really good fight, but it just was not good enough. I want to say shout out. Look at this team. This is the team that's been dominating. I want to say shout out as well to the Minnesota Timberwolves, who Anthony Edwards is 37 and he's still getting it done. I wouldn't be surprised if he tried to retire. And again, we haven't been telling people no, but they held it down as well, man. To be a top 4 team, gotta mean something, right? Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is what we all been waiting for. This is to find out who. Dang, Brooklyn's kind of dominating that All-NBA. We got a 75 overall player make All-NBA, by the way. How great is that? Brooklyn's dominating the All-NBA pool. Can it happen? Will it happen? Let's look at these standings. Of course, we're not eliminating nobody. Brooklyn did not lose this season. Brooklyn did not lose this season. And Dallas lost once, and it was only to Brooklyn. Come on, man. Wait, that don't make sense. Don't they see each other 2 times a year? That don't make sense. Hold on. Am I losing my mind? They lost to Brooklyn here at Brooklyn. So they should have had another game versus Brooklyn. Right? Isn't it 2 times? Don't you see every team 2 times in the opposing conference? Yeah, they lost twice. They're lying. They're lying. Why would only count 1? So y'all are 82. While we got a true 82-0 team. I'll see y'all in the final. What if they don't? What if one of the teams don't make it somehow? Now that will be something. Here we go. Did they just try to lie about their record like I couldn't comprehend? We're gonna see them in the finals, as you know. And we get to it, and it will be The matchup we've all been waiting for. Derek Forbes, Gabriel Black, Cooper Flagg, Doug Crawford, and Hendrick Jonasson versus Leslie Perkins, Paolo Covington, Eugene Cobb, another Eugene. They got two Eugenes. Eugene Hansen and Victor Wembanyama. Here we go. For the title of Best Franchise in today's video. Game 1 is won by the Dallas Mavericks. There's the first official loss of the season for the Brooklyn Nets, and it is a bunch of guys performing well. Game 2 is the comeback. Wembanyama does his part. Cooper Flagg does his part, but he finishes with 7 turnovers and 1 assist. That's not good. Game 3, Dallas does it again. Dallas does it again. Game 4, we got a back-to-back and forth series, y'all. Game 5 will be the Dallas Mavericks. Now we simcast it because this could be the end. And it would only make sense if Dallas comes out victorious, considering how dominant they've been all season long or all video long. It's the closest game going into the 4th. Brooklyn almost fumbled the bag, but look like they're going to walk out and force a game 7. It is a game 7. The winner is known as the... I just simulated it. What the heck? Dude! I was building up for the game 7 and clicked the wrong button. And it will be Cooper Flagg and company. And it was a 1-point game. I done it. This is the biggest individual fumble video. It was literally a 1-point game in the NBA Finals game 7. And I simulated it accidentally. Who knows? Cooper Flagg could have just hit a game winner. They scored 37 in that 4th quarter to come back and win. And Cooper Flagg was great. The Dallas Mavericks had been all video long, had been the best team out there. And they proved that they are the best organization somehow. Cooper Flagg's resume is disgusting, and he's only 33 right now. He's still got like 7 more years. He won 9 of the potential 15 championships this year in this video. He won 3 MVPs, 7 finals MVPs. He won some DPOYs, 13-time All-NBA All-Star in his 15 years. He was great, man. He was genuinely great. That is it. The Dallas Mavericks are the best organization in basketball, according to 2K Simulation. If you enjoyed the video, leave it a like, subscribe, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace.